Thanks very much, David. And I wanted to thank David and Jane for the invitation. It's been a great experience already from my perspective as well, just getting to meet so many people and hearing about the things that you're doing and working on, and an opportunity to reflect as well, which you don't always get. For me, the key thing has been wanting to make a difference and have an impact. And I think the exciting thing about today is that you can realise that you can do that in many different ways. And I've heard from a number of you that at the moment, in the environment that you're in, it looks like there's only one way. And it looks like that the advice you're getting is from people within an academic sphere. And I'm here to tell you, as many of the other speakers have done, that there are many options. And that's exciting, I think. And it doesn't mean that you have to make a decision right now, but it lets you know that there are options and there are opportunities. I started myself in the area of, strangely enough, Cleola, female reproductive biology in the heyday of IVF. You can tell that there was a lot going on at the time that many of us did our PhDs, and IVF was the place to be. But I remember by the end of the PhD, I wanted to get a T-shirt printed that said, "Don't ask me about the PhD," because I just had enough by the time I got to the end. I really loved doing it, but I also, at that point, decided, while finishing my PhD, to do a course that was being offered at Sydney University for the first time ever for a handful of PhD students, a course in communicating science. And it was really exciting. It was run by an English professor, and it completely turned my head around. I thought there are other things I can be doing here, and that course was about communicating not only with your scientific peers, but communicating to the general public. And we had media training, and we had opportunity to work with journalists and a whole range of things that really excited me. And so I left and became a science writer. I didn't do a postdoc. I became a science writer with New South Wales Health. And then I went into publications in a management role. But I quickly decided that I wanted to be in senior executive roles within healthcare. And my passion has always been health, medicine, patients. And so I took a role within what was then the National Breast Cancer Centre. And fairly soon, going through a number of management roles, I became the GM of the National Breast Cancer Centre. And we also took on work in ovarian cancer and started running new programs. And shortly after that, loving the world of oncology and oncologists, I've got to say, it's a great world to work in. Oncologists are some of the best people to work with. I'm not just saying this because of David and others that are here, but really they are people whose hearts are in the right place, and that's fantastic from a workforce perspective. But working in the Breast Cancer Centre, we did some very unique stuff very early on, bringing together the triumvirate of consumers, government and policy, and clinicians and researchers. And that was really exciting, bringing that consumer voice in and helping all those groups to work together. I was lucky enough to get a mid-career award, Harkness Fellowship through the Commonwealth Fund. I'd encourage you all to look at the Commonwealth Fund. And I did a fellowship at Harvard Medical School in policy and practice. And after spending a year living with my family in the US, I came back, spent some more time at the National Breast Cancer Centre, which transformed into Cancer Australia, and got to meet people like Cleola. From there, decided that I was interested in safety and quality. And so I moved into an executive director role with the Clinical Excellence Commission in New South Wales. So these were all government agencies, but they were all a little bit arm length, bit independent. Most recently, I've taken up a role as the CEO of a Royal College, a Royal Australasian College. And so I am very excited about the new things and the new challenges that brings. But in all of these things, I've used the knowledge from my PhD. I've continued to research. I've published every year. I've spoken at international conferences. I've continued to get grants. So don't think that it's mutually exclusive. It's not. You can have it all, in a sense, and continue to do those things. And I've learnt from the others today. I think, Michelle, your comments about write well and tell a good story, that holds you in good stead no matter where you go. Thank you.